There's little bits of white, and when you walk back, you'll see it. That is the same stuff that is holding the grains of sand together in the sandstone. It's salts that actually are holding that together. So when you get to the central garden, you can look and see like lighter colored streaks all coming down. Just think of the tunnel. It's the same thing, but in nature. But yeah, so a couple quick things. Garden of the Gods, we're a city park. Anyone know, let's see, we're also a national natural landmark. So anyone know why we would be designated that? Like what's something special you all came to see?
The rock formations?
Rock formations. Yeah, it's partly there's 9 different rock formations exposed here in this little 2 square mile, just over 2 square miles city park. What's cool about that? Downtown Colorado Springs, that way, where the buildings are, there is about 2 miles of shale that you need to go down through before you get to any of these same rock formations.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. So come towards me so we don't block the trail.
Careful. Yeah.
I think this one, the one we took a picture when we say and we said to the tour guide that we quick. That's it, the rock. If you take 360. Oh. 7 now.
I don't know if I'm supposed to go around or.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay, everybody, well, here we go. In case you're unaware, we've actually been in business ever since 1891. That's over 133 years that we've been around. And the only time during all those years that we ever closed was for a period between 2017 and 2021. A lot of our facilities, even the tracks and the trains, the buildings, they were, a lot of those, well over 100 years old at that point. So to keep everything safe and move into the 21st century, we did close down. We underwent a $100 million plus renovation during that time. It took about 3.5 years, but we finally got it done, and we're proud to say that we reopened back in 2021. So if you're a repeat visitor, I know a lot of our customers on any train have been here before, but if you haven't been here since 2017, you're going to be in for a little treat. They're a little bigger trains, a little roomier. That's the first trains that we've ever had that had heaters, and trust me, we're going to need them as we get higher and higher up today. Right now, I think some introductions are in order. If you could all take a look up there to that uphill windshield, the young man sitting there behind that control panel, that's our engineer this afternoon. His name is Seth. He's been here for quite a while. He's done this many times, and we never have any issues with Seth. He always keeps things real nice and safe and uneventful the way that we like. But don't let him fool you. It is a tough job. It takes a lot of concentration and skill and nerves to drive hundreds of people up the side of a mountain in a great big train. So let's all give a nice warm round of applause for our engineer Seth. I'm sure many of you are visiting on vacation. The snow that you're seeing, we did get a pretty decent storm a week or two ago, and then again 2 days ago. This same system is hanging around kind of all week. It's expected to go through tomorrow. But it does make for some very nice scenery here in the forest, especially for those of you, I'm sure at least a few of you here today have never seen snow before. So it's a nice little treat, especially when the train is heated. Now, many years ago, before this was considered national forest, some people did live here on Pikes Peak. There's still some remains of little log cabins and things like that out here. At one point in the late 1800s, two of the local residents right in this general area were a couple of sisters named Rose and Emma. And here in just a moment, we're going to be passing our first waterfall. This waterfall is named after those two sisters, so we call that Rose Emma Falls. It'll be right out here on the two-seat side. And don't look up, just kind of look straight across. Any day now, all of our waterfalls are going to be frozen. You came just in time to still see them flowing nice and strong here. And if you're on the three-seat side, don't feel left out. We're going over a bridge. Ruxton Creek is about to be on the three-seat side for a little while, and out here on the three-seat side, we've got an even bigger waterfall coming up. This next one is called Minnehaha Falls. And Minnehaha is a Lakota term that means something like laughing or dancing waters. Now, yes, we are open all year round. A lot of people ask about that. We do run trains all 12 months out of the year, but as you can imagine, our most popular busy season is during the summer. And during the summer, we can run as many as 15 trains at any given day. Since we've only got one track from the bottom to the top, you may wonder how this is possible. Well, we've got a few areas like the one we're in right now, but basically we have a two-way street sort of situation going on for a little while. If you're on the three-seat side, you can look down at the ground and see the other set of tracks. This is one of a few places that we pass trains during the day. And this is also a good opportunity for you to introduce yourself to whoever is sitting across from you if you don't already know them, because we're about to climb our first 25% grade. And what this means mathematically is that every 100 feet we travel forward in a horizontal direction. We also travel vertically, straight up in the sky a full 25 feet. So hold on tight. This hill is called Son of a Gun Hill, and it got that name back when we used to run steam engines. One of the people who worked on a steam train was known as the fireman, and it was the fireman's job to shovel coal into the steam engine. So even on the flattest of trains, as you can imagine, this was a pretty tough job. They had to take all day just to go to town to run a quick errand. Up here above 9,000 feet, this is the elevation where our aspen trees do their thing. These are the trees all around us all of a sudden that have the white bark with black spots on it. Right now they don't have any leaves, and they won't grow any leaves until about the 1st of next June. They've got some nice bright kind of light green colored leaves that shimmer in the light. They're very nice, but one of the things that the Rocky Mountains are most well known for is what these aspen trees do for a brief period during autumn. It only lasts for a couple weeks, usually around the 1st of October, give or take. It depends on the year. But that's when those green leaves of summer turn into brilliant shades of metallic ambers and yellows and golds, and people do visit Colorado from all over the world to get a look at that. If you get the chance, if you have never seen that, Try to come up here around October 1st next year. And if we're exploring the New World, the Western Hemisphere, when they got here, they had their own name for the place as well. They called it El Capitan, which means the leader, since it's the highest peak anywhere in the vicinity. Hundreds of years before that, when the Ute primarily occupied the Rocky Mountain West, that's who the state of Utah is currently named after, by the way. And the Ute called this mountain Taba Kava. In their language, that means Sun Mountain. They weren't the first either. It goes way, way, way back. The very first known inhabitants of the Americas were somebody we call the Clovis people now. We don't know hardly anything about them. All they left behind were a few scattered stone tools. But they were here on Pikes Peak. They did come to this area as long ago as 10,000, maybe even 30,000 years ago. Up here above tree line, this is really a different climate zone. The distance between Manitou Springs and the summit of Pikes Peak is so great that we actually travel through 5 different climate zones. Up here, everything is so different. This is called the subalpine, alpine, and Arctic climate zones. The type of climates you would find in places like Greenland, Antarctica, places like that. And because of that, we have an entirely different food chain. And that means that we've got different wildlife that live up here above tree line than the wildlife that lives in the forest. So up here above tree line, we do have quite a few Rocky Mountain bighorn sheep. About the only animal you'll see all year is that Arctic raven. Hang tight, everybody, we're coming to a stop. We've got quite a few rodents that live up here as well, many of whom hibernate deep underground. Now we're going to be stopped here for 10 minutes, everybody.